Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your monthly forecast for the month of May 2017, your general readings. Thank you very much for joining me. Apologies for these videos being posted a little late. I have been dealing with a health situation since around mid-April and I haven't been able to work, so I've been playing catch up. And so that's why these are a little late. Thank you for your patience. And what we will be using, we're going to do things differently in terms of spread, and I hope you enjoy the new layout. But I will be using the Rider-Waite tarot deck and then pulling one card from various oracle decks. We have the Messages from Your Angels deck, we have the Romance Angels deck, the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle, and the Magical Unicorns deck, and these are all by Doreen Virtue. And as always, please remember that these are general readings, so they're going to make sense to some and not make sense to others. They're going to apply to some of you and not apply to others of you. If the messages make no sense to you, check your moon and rising sign readings as well, and they may resonate better with you than your sun sign reading would. And just keep an open mind for the messages coming through. I do hope that you enjoy the readings and I hope that you find them useful. And another thing that we're going to be doing differently this month is I will be doing the monthly general and the monthly love forecast, and then I'm also going to be doing mid-month videos for all the signs as the additional videos instead of the bi-weeklies. We're going to do monthly and then mid-month and see how that goes, because I need to give my voice a chance to rest. That's actually the health issue I've been dealing with. I've recovered, but I have to just be a little careful with my voice. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the readings. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for all your support. If you enjoy my work, please make sure that you like my videos. Hopefully you subscribe to my channel for updates and new content. Thank you for commenting. I am very much looking forward to your comments. I love connecting with you. And thanks for following me on the social media channels. I do appreciate all the support. So thank you again. Have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you again around mid-month. Enjoy your readings. Talk to you soon. Take care. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your May reading. So let's have a look at what's going on for you during the month of May. So you have quite a few major arcana cards here, so that means it's going to be an important month for you, a significant month for you. Pivotal month is also what I hear with these energies. It is also a time when you may feel like you can't control a lot of things, or you may feel overwhelmed by excuse me, situations that you're dealing with, or people that you're dealing with, and it's just the influence of these major arcana cards. Okay, try to stay calm and just work your way through it. It's going to be okay. Ultimately, it's for the best. These are positive cards, okay, here. So ultimately it will be for the best. It may just not be very comfortable as you're going through it. Overall energy is the World card. So with the overall energy as the World, this is a month for either letting things come full circle or pushing extra hard because you're on the last stretch of a big dream or a big goal that you've been working on, and you can complete it successfully during this month. For some of you, this is about moving this month. For others of you, it's about traveling, doing a lot of traveling, or feeling like you're always on the road. For others of you, this could be, again, moving and settling into a new place and making it your own. Could be doing decorations around the house, or redecorating, or working in the garden, that sort of thing with the World card. This is also a culmination, so you're changing your status. You could be going from being single to being coupled up. You could be going from just dating to being exclusive with someone. You could be going from dating to engaged, or dating to living together, or anything like that. You're changing status, whichever way that applies to you. And It's also a big month for success at work. You can really stand out. You can really make a big impression. Or it's the end of looking for jobs. Now you're finding a job and it's good for you. So we're going this direction. This is how we start the month. If you want to look at it as time frames, this is the beginning, the mid-month, and the end of the month. The cards that are above are what you see, what you know, how you understand a situation. The cards that are underneath are outside influence, subconscious influence, things that are influencing your situation, but you may not be fully aware of them, okay? And this is where everything is headed for you. So we start off the month with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords here, for some of you, this is someone you're dealing with. It's an actual person, male or female. There would be an air sign, or they have air in their chart, and that would be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. And this is your focus. This is how you start the month. For those of you, this could be someone who gets to decide whether or not you get a job, whether or not you get a loan, whether or not anything legal, okay? And again, you may be working hard to impress this individual. This is also about communication, so you could be applying for jobs, you could be dealing with information overload at work, a lot of information coming your way, and it's up to you to sort through it or organize it or anything like that. This could also be a focus on your studies, your personal research, whatever you're interested in, doing a lot of research there. It's also about decision making, so you're thinking about some decisions you have to make. You're contemplating your options because you're trying to be fair, because you're trying to do the right thing. With the Magician here, this is about new beginnings. So whatever you're deciding, whatever you're looking towards, it has to do with a big new beginning for you. Big step, big stage. Now this could be graduation, and now you have to get a job and you find a job. Or this could be going from one job to another. Some cuts are made because you're just not in the right place and you could be changing your job. This is also about communication, and it also represents Gemini, so for some of you, very strong air influence in your reading here. But the Magician is all about using all the resources you have to create something new and better for yourself. It's also about messages, communications. Once again, for some of you, you're in this field, working with information, working with data, working with communication in whichever way it applies. Or you're looking to get into this field, and you have wonderful odds and wonderful chances for you to be able to do that. You just have to decide what you really want, okay? That's what the Magician says. What do you really want? Decide upon it first, and then you can manifest it. We will help you manifest it, okay, with the Magician. The Magician here can also represent, again, a decision, perhaps a decision that you're waiting on with this Queen of Swords here, and this decision could be to do with your financial situation, with getting a loan, getting an approval, getting a job, getting a payout, getting a settlement as well, because the Queen of Swords can also represent an element of justice. And so I feel that you're waiting on communication to see whether or not you are granted something you've been working for, and I feel like it will come to you, okay? The central situation, central issue, we have the Emperor. With the Emperor here, I feel that for some of you, this is definitely coming up with a work flavor to it. So for some of you, again, you're working hard to impress the bosses. For others of you, you're trying to become the boss. For others, this is about negotiation, dealing with the higher-ups, and negotiating your position, your contribution, and what you should receive for it. For those of you, this is about promotion, standing out, okay? You're being granted more of an independent role, a standalone role. You have more authority. They have more, or they show you that they have more confidence in you, more faith in you. They're giving you an important task to do, or an important project to do. For those of you, this is an Aries individual. That's your main focus in the month or around mid-month, for better or for worse. This could be your partner or your spouse. It shows up as the Emperor, so that's the quintessential male energy. But it could be either you're dealing with your partner and they're male, or this is about dealing with a lot of masculine energy in your relationship or in your marriage. So a lot of butting heads, or trying to outdo each other, or a little bit of a power struggle there. or it's just talks of motherhood, fatherhood, planning a family. Under the Emperor, we have the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, this is about conforming to certain things, to certain rules, to someone else's rules. This is about religion and tradition. So for some of you, I feel that whatever you're trying to work on, it is something you have always wanted to do, and it is something that is what you believe in. For those of you, this is about looking to get a job in education, and that's where the communication comes in. Working for schools, universities, publishers, anything to do with providing information, answer, guidance, training also comes up here. And you have to, talk to the big bosses. You have to impress the big bosses. This could also be some sort of a test or exam or trial run that you're looking at around mid-month, okay, for some of you. Further, this is about planning a wedding and planning a family, because we also have the Ten of Cups above the Emperor. The Emperor does represent the father figure. So for some of you, this is about finding out that you're pregnant or your partner's pregnant, and you're talking about family, planning a family. Or you're discussing, maybe for some of you, you got married or you're about to get married, and so you're already starting to talk about, okay, what's the next step for us? Do we want to live where we do, or should we move to a bigger place if we want to start having a family? Those kinds of conversations around home and family may be going on for some of you. For others of you, this is about talking to the bosses. I feel that you may want to leave a position, a job, a company, to pursue something different. It's actually better for you. And it could be that around mid-month, you get like the big bosses come together to try and convince you to stay, okay? But with the Ten of Cups, your mind is set in terms of, no, I want something different, something more, something better. So for some of you, I do feel like there's going to be negotiations happening this month in terms of, okay, well, if you want to keep me, I think, based on everything that I've been doing, I deserve more, I deserve better. And if you can't see eye to eye, then you're going to walk away. But you do have something else to go to, okay, is what I'm getting here. With the Emperor and the Hierophant, if you are going through negotiations of any kind, whether it's for work or your relationships or family, anything, there may be a lot of, again, masculine energy there in terms of people trying to get their word in, people trying to have the final say, people trying to, definitely an element of power struggles there, okay? So if you want to have successful negotiations, keep emotion out of it, okay, with these two individuals, the Hierophant and the Emperor. Keep emotion out of it. Respect the rules, play by the book, absolutely, and stick to the facts. Okay, look, this is basically, it's like, this is what I'm bringing in, this is what I should get in return type of conversation. Calm, cool, collected, clear head, don't get intimidated. As long as you stick to the facts, you're not doing anything wrong, so they can't really push you into anything or force you into anything. That sort of energy, okay? Then we also have an ending coming up here. We do have the Death card, and it's supported by a new project that you're working on, a new job that you're working on, okay? So for some of you, this is about graduation. For others of you, this is about talking to the boss. It's about taking you out of a supportive role, being the eternal assistant or the person who does everything, and just giving you something that's a little bit more specialized, I suppose, a standalone role. And for some of you, that's what's going on. And so this is about transformation, major transformation when it comes to your job title, job details, job description. And you're coming out of that role of being the apprentice, being the assistant, being the person who does everything for everyone else, but they don't really have a career trajectory themselves. And for others of you, this is about leaving a job. And again, this is something that you have already made up your mind on, okay? You kind of know that you already know you want to leave. And in that case, you will. And because you want something more, you want something a little bit more challenging, and you also want something that is more rewarding, is more according to what you deserve, okay? And for others of you, it could also be looking to go back to what you studied, looking to go back to what your educational background is in, or something that you've always loved to do and you just know how to do so well. So for some of you, there could be like a change in trajectory. In the outcome position, we have the Ten of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands, this is about, I feel like, it's jumping in and just starting in the deep end. Okay, for some of you, you take on this new role. It's a lot of responsibility. You can do it. You just have to prioritize what is your job to do and what you would like to do if you could for other people. You kind of have to just stick to what your job is. You're no longer the assistant. You're no longer there to help everyone else. Now you have certain expectations you have to fill yourself. You have to live up to and perform according to. So it's about, okay, saying no every now and again and saying, okay, look, I'm sorry, I wish I could help you here, but I have this stuff to do on my own, but maybe someone else can help, or something like that. Because if you try to come out of the assistant role but then you still say yes to everything, then you just, regardless of what your job title is, you're still going to be the assistant. So it's about kind of owning up to the part, to the new change in your details. For those of you, this is about taking on a lot of responsibility. You can bear the responsibility, you can do it. Once again, you will have to time manage wisely. You will have to prioritize your tasks. You will have to work with a team. If you have a team to work with, or if you are the head of a team, you're going to have to use your team. Don't try to do everything yourself. That's why everyone else is there, to help you out. Okay, so it's just a matter of prioritizing and assigning tasks, and you'll be just fine. And for those of you, this is about fresh starts. You have the 10 of Cups, the Death card, and the 10 of Wands. But again, the message is, for some of you, you do have to make a choice. So if you are starting to think about it in the beginning of the month, don't dwell on it too much, because it can get confusing, and then you may miss an opportunity and be right back where you didn't want to be. Okay, so just decide what you want and then just go for it. Okay, don't turn back, because you do have things coming to an end, and it can be a very beautiful and rewarding experience. But if you're not careful, or there's doubt in your heart, it may turn into a bit of a burden for you. Okay, but I do feel that it's going to be a very productive month, a successful month here for you. Again, you have to mind your time and resources. So let's look at your oracle cards. Here we go. So for career and finances, personal projects, living situation, we have Oceana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in the situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So this is about taking action. You know what you want to do, so just go for it. Don't dwell on it. Don't go back and forth on it. Don't take too long to act on what you know you want to do. Okay, see the turtle here? It's like, okay, well, you've taken your time and you've thought about things, but now it's time to go. No more thinking about it. You've thought about it enough. You came to a conclusion. It's time to apply it. Okay, with this kind of energy, this is definitely about going for what you want. In any negotiations or anything, it's about sticking to your guns. Don't be impossible in a negotiation, but definitely ask for what you think you deserve. Okay, with confidence, not like you're asking them whether or not you deserve that. Okay, be confident, and you're gonna get what you want. Things are improving financially with this kind of energy. There could definitely be moving and traveling, and that's where some of your money goes, but things are looking up for you. Okay, but you will be presented with opportunities, because you're starting to manifest them at this time with all the major arcana cards. That's also what that means, that things you've set in motion a while ago are now finally coming to fruition. And you do need to be, on your toes, be quick on your feet, and say, okay, I want that, I want that, I want that, and then go for it, so that you don't waste opportunities. For emotional life and love life, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now for some of you, with the Hierophant, the Emperor, the 10 of Cups, the Death card, for some of you, you could be looking at the end of a relationship. And if this is the case, then it is definitely for the better, because you may have been dealing with a narcissistic individual, an obsessive, jealous, possessive type of individual. You didn't get a lot of freedom, and you didn't get a lot of say in how the relationship developed, or what it was. So to speak, and it's almost like, you know what, enough is enough. I want to be happy. I want my happily ever after. This is not it. I know I deserve that. And so you may walk away from a marriage as well, or a committed relationship. And if that is the case, stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, stay positive. You're doing the right thing. Be confident. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, and for those of you, if this is negotiations, in terms of, okay, well, we need to fix some things, otherwise I'm going to walk away. It's about staying positive and staying optimistic, trying to make things work, but also knowing when to stop, so that you don't continue to carry that burden. So again, it's going to be up to you to have a clear head and to make some quick decisions that you know are right for you, because you've thought about them already. For health and well-being, we have children. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. So for some of you, this is definitely kind of going into healthcare or going into working with children, or the youth, okay, young people. For those of you, this is about a pregnancy happening. So again, that's why family is on the mind for some of you, or someone's giving birth as well with the World card during this time. And for those of you, this is just about refreshing, okay, refreshing, starting over, doing things better, stopping some things and then starting to do new things, making changes in your health and well-being. Now that could just mean, you know, taking stuff out of your diet or adding stuff to your diet. It could mean new or different exercise programs. It could be trying a new approach, like if you've been, you know, watching your weight, let's say, and you've been doing this for a while, but you're still not completely happy or confident or not happy with the results, then maybe it's time to go to a nutritionist, or maybe it's time to go to a trainer, or maybe it's time, you know what I mean? So trying different approaches, or different kinds of healing, different types of treatment, holistic treatment, natural medicine, if that's what it's called, you know what I mean? And that's going to help your health and kind of restore your energy. Okay, and your overall guidance, we have it's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. So with this, it's saying don't let anyone put you down, or don't let anyone try to get you to conform to their view, their rules, their terms, okay? Obviously, if this is not in a legal sense where you do have to mind the rules, then it's okay to be your own person. It's okay to have your own vision. It's okay to have your own opinion. It's okay to feel the way you feel. So don't let anyone put you down because of that. This is also saying value yourself. Okay, trust yourself, value yourself, know what you're worth, and don't be afraid to ask for what you know you deserve. So it's not about, you know, being combatant and going to war. It is about standing your ground and speaking your truth with compassion and diplomacy. Speaking your truth nonetheless, okay, in terms of, okay, I deserve better. I've been trying to work with you. I know I deserve better. I'm not getting it. What are we doing here? What do you plan to do? Do you plan to do anything or not? What can we do here to make things better? Okay, so it's definitely about speaking your truth, getting your opinion across with love and compassion, absolutely, or professionalism, depending on the circumstance. But you have a lot to offer, so don't forget that, okay? Value yourself with whatever the situation is. Value yourself, and it's okay to be exactly who you are. It's more than okay. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot to give. You have a lot to put on the table, to bring to the table. So it's about, you know, kind of exuding that confidence that you know you should have, okay? And I feel that it could be a really good month. It could be like a really, really beautiful month for a lot of you. But that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed the messages. I hope they make sense to you and that they help. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Let me know, you know, how the cards apply to you, if they do, what's going on for you, how your month is going. I'd love to hear from you. Remember to watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages. But other than that, hope you've enjoyed the reading and that you have a wonderful month. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.